So Avengers Infinity War is quickly approaching its theatrical release, and at least in the United States, numbers are all over the place. Over the next couple of days, you're really going to see a lot of interesting stuff happening with this movie, and this is another one of those things where you can't really pinpoint, guess, or even have a good idea of what might be possible. I mean, the impossible is really possible with the MCU at this point if Black Panther has taught us anything. So going into this weekend right now, it looks like the projections for domestic, aka the United States numbers, are looking anywhere between 200 million to 250 million. Now, of course, I think Marvel Studios would want to beat 247.96 million because that is currently the 3-day domestic record set by Star Wars The Force Awakens. But of course, that was Star Wars with build-up of around 30 years behind it, and was a movie in a long time coming. It was a generational film where people like myself, people younger than me, people like my dad and grandfather, people like that, all want to see it. So who knows exactly if it can do those types of numbers. But once again, MCU, the impossible is possible apparently with this franchise. So all these things are going to factor into it. But regardless of what happens with it, you can definitely guess that this movie will easily crack $1 billion in just a couple of weeks. And not only that, when you're really looking at this film, there's a lot of factors going into it that we just don't know yet. The Black Panther factor after his solo movie, that's going to be pretty huge. Is the Rotten Tomatoes impacting this at all? I don't think it will, but it could. Who really knows? The disappointment of other comic book team-up movies, is that going to factor into this? Maybe, maybe not. It's really interesting, and you really can't guess. So any number you throw out there from 150 million, honestly, to 300 million could be seen as a viable, this movie could do that. And I think just going into this, Marvel Studios is probably just sitting back and wishing for the best, considering we've heard that Disney's projections and what they want are around 150 million. And they're definitely going to crush that without a problem. So going into this, I'm just going to be blown away by whatever number it honestly gets out here, because it's going to be impressive nonetheless.